Hey, Michael, bring the song in. Let me get the call from the store. Welcome in to episode 11 of Through the Whistle. Thank you for tuning in for the 11th time. We appreciate you. You know, it's kind of like a pregame ritual right now. Cause you know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do. Go ahead and like the video. Leave a little comment, or y'all can leave a comment throughout the show when you disagree with Keivon with one of his takes, because it's gonna happen. Has to happen. Like, comment, share. And, you know, we're not one for free ads. That's the blue liquid that's in the bottle. It's kind of like a Shrek when you hit the little blue potion shit.
Shit, it could be mouthwash for all day now.
Yeah, let's rinse it head. But shout out to Trenchwork Apparel. Had this shirt for a couple years. See, it's a little snug. But, you know, they got t-shirts, both cotton, hoodie, sweats, dry fit t-shirts. I'm telling you, I know y'all thinking, the dry fit shirts probably shrink. No, they don't.
He just got larger.
Good ass quality. Used to wear it when I was playing at Heidelberg. Shout out to Heidelberg. Shout out to Coach J. Lou. And Coach Jay.
That's when he was skinnier.
And Coach Nichols, man. Shout out to Coach Nichols. What do you think y'all here doing?
I have no idea. Coaching at BW probably still, or next time.
Well, next time he coming, he got to take us to Richard or something since he's making big money now.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyhow, we have a very, very good show coming. We have OSU Oregon, which we know that's why y'all tuned in. Oh, by the way, link for the apparel, you can search through Trenchwork Apparel. Trenchwork Apparel. One more time for people in the back. Trenchwork Apparel. The website will be in the description. Keivon, please do not let me forget to put the description in the link in the description. But yeah,
make sure he doesn't forget.
James, if I forget, it's Keivon's fault. But like I said, OSU Oregon. We have Kansas State and Colorado. Y'all's fan favorite, Colorado.
Texas?
Question mark?
Must win?
Must win. And then we got a little NFL talk in there, and then we have a new segment that I will reveal later on in the show. It involves Keivon. You know, Keivon likes to give me these blind rankings, but we're going to ask Keivon some blind questions. I don't think that's how that works. If I already have the questions, right?
It's not blind.
Man, let's get right into it. The matchup of the weekend.
Maybe.
Matchup of the year, Keivon, you think that this could possibly be just part one?
It might
be a trilogy.
Yeah, that's possible.
Fuck around.
It's possible.
But we're talking about Ohio State and Oregon. 2 versus 3. We're talking about only one team has won. Only one Big Ten team has won when they're going across the country. We're talking about Ohio to Oregon, all the way up there. It's definitely backwards on y'all's screen.
It clearly doesn't know.
Oregon, yeah, because Oregon will be up here and Ohio will be over there.
Of course.
Did I do that right the first time?
Of course.
Probably not.
Of course.
Only team that has lost at home while hosting a team from the other side of the country is UCLA, but they're not a real football team, I don't think. But, Keivon, thoughts, predictions?
I mean, I'm gonna let you go first on this because I got a doozy. I got a lot to say.
Oh, Keivon, who was the first person to say Oregon might be a little overrated?
You were.
Keivon, who says that Oregon doesn't like to win big games?
You did.
And Keivon, what is this?
It's a big game. Probably the biggest game they've had in that stadium. Probably all.
Since
probably.
Yeah, since probably just no, probably since Utah went in there and smacked the shit. No, Utah was at home with Tyler Huntley.
It might be the biggest game they've ever had.
Yeah,
honestly.
at least post-COVID.
Yeah.
2 versus 3 doesn't get bigger than that. This Muhammad Ali versus whoever the number 3 person was. I'm not saying Ohio State's the top dog in the country. I'm not saying that at all. I did not say that. I'm not implying that either.
Kind of did.
Fuck Ohio State. But anyways, we saw week 2 when they played Boise State. Keivon, what did Ashton Genty do?
Did a lot of great things.
He did a lot of great things. He's a great player.
Had over 150 yards.
That man's crazy. Single-handedly kept them in that game.
Definitely.
Plus special teams.
Yes.
And
I should have lost that game.
I know before this season I was talking a lot of stuff about y'all's run game.
Yes.
Because let's be real. Trey, this is as long as we knock on wood. Under the desk is somewhere wood. It's a fake brick back there. I'm not gonna touch that. I don't want to knock it over. Trey, this is the longest he's stayed healthy in a long while.
Since his freshman year, probably.
And Quishon Judkins is, we already knew what he was coming in.
Yeah.
So let's do some simple math, guys. Shout out to Miss Tubal and Coach Lewis for this math problem. And Miss Lentz. I don't know if Miss Lentz types in, but shout out to her. You have 1 + 1, that's going to equal 2. Ohio State has 2 running backs who are pretty good. Right? Go ahead and write that down. And then make sure you show your work. And Oregon can't really stop the run game. So you put those 2 together, and we're going to get a motherfucking blowout. You put those 2 things together, 2, and you get your answer. And that's a 2-possession win by Ohio State. I know the line's at 3.5. I understand that. But it's Oregon. They don't win big games. They don't even do the Jersey shit the right way no more.
Well, they're looking good this week.
That's good. That's cool. You would hope so. Unlimited NIL. You better pull some stuff out. Pause. Wait, what do you say? Immunity?
Yeah.
Ohio State's gonna blow these motherfuckers out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Quishon Judkins, Trey Henderson.
Masterclass?
Probably 100 yard. No. Quishon's gonna break one, so yeah, he's definitely going for over 100. Trey, 60 yards. All you guys who are saying, Will Howard, is he really that guy? Well, guess what? You won't find out this week. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will be surprised if he throws more than 23 times this game.
Oh, that's a great over-under.
I might bring that back.
I might take that over.
Keep that in mind. I might just cook something right there. I don't really see Jeremiah Smith having a big game. I don't see Emeka having a big game. Now I see Emeka having about 6 catches. Because I don't see y'all throwing the ball. Because I'm not going to lie. There is a very, very, very forgotten aspect of this game, Keivon. We talking about redemptions on his mind. Chip Kelly's going back to Eugene. I mean, I know he's been back a lot of times. He was coaching at UCLA.
Yes.
But that's not a fun narrative. This is his first time back as a Ohio State offensive coordinator.
Okay.
With these weapons.
Masterclass.
He ain't never had weapons like this. Ever.
Okay.
Like, ever. Chip Kelly. Masterclass. Last time I gave out numbers, I was right, that's back when Alabama beat Georgia, Illinois cover against Penn State. Let's go ahead and make this, let's just keep being perfect with these college bets. Ohio State minus 3.5 is free money. Go ahead and put your tuition on it. Put your car note on it. Put your little, I don't know, what else you got? I ain't gonna say put your rent on it. Because, hey, rent about to be due.
Interesting.
Bum, 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 bum. First of the month was just last week. Don't put your money on it. All like that. But we're going, Starting 5 came out yesterday.
I didn't watch.
Oh, I didn't watch it either.
Basketball.
Yeah, who cares about basketball?
Season.
But I say that for this. We got to the oop. Keivon, go ahead and take over. You went through the ball.
So, you sound a lot more confident than I do. I'll tell you that.
I've been more confident about this game since summer.
Yeah. So I do agree with the points that you said about the Boise State situation as far as the running the ball situation. I think Ohio State can exploit that. I mean, that defensive line was definitely getting pushed around against Boise State. Michigan State didn't really have a chance, but they low-key were...
They was getting down there.
They was getting down there. So, what I'm saying was, as far as, like, the Michigan State situation, there were a lot of people that were saying they were trying to compare the Michigan State game from Ohio State to Oregon. And apparently Michigan State people think that Oregon's line difference is a little bit better than Ohio State situation. I think the game comes down to two certain aspects.
Yes.
Can Ohio State's right side of the offensive line hold up? Because we know that Oregon's going to definitely put their best pass rushers on Josh Fryer and whoever's going to be coming in, Carson Cereville or Taylor Shabola at right guard.
Hell of a pronunciation right there.
Definitely. So we're going to see if they can hold up. I think Ohio State perfectly fine. If they do that, Ohio State can probably move up and down the field. I think that with Cardinal Tate coming back, if they can make a run like they did against Iowa, Iowa's defense is nothing to scoff at. I mean, Iowa's always Iowa. Exactly. Their defense is always going to be up to par. And the simple fact that Ohio State was able to do whatever they wanted in the run game against them, that was the best run game that anybody's had against Iowa since 2000, I believe, in 12.
And we were both we were both wondering why y'all weren't running the ball more.
So if they can run the ball like that, pictures and cream. The other thing is, like I said, with that right side of the line, Oregon's one of the best defenses in rushing the passer. They one of the fastest. They're probably, I believe they're top 3. So if they can get back there quick, it's going to be a problem. Because, Will Howard's thrown a pick in the last 2 games. I don't know how much of that is just him trying to try stuff out, or if it's more or less him just getting hit with the pressure and he's you can probably somewhere in the middle. It's probably the latter, but it's fine. Ohio State, top 4 in scoring, obviously. 9th in total yards per game. We obviously spread the ball around. We're not too high in rushing. We're not too high in passing. But it's the simple fact that we're not getting plays too deep. Will Howard's not a great deep ball passer.
I'm about to say, most of y'all's offensive game is predicated on the quick game.
Exactly.
That's a lot of people's arguments for the, whole Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams stuff. Jeremiah Smith, a lot of underneath tunnels, but game like this, pass rushers, get them out the way.
So then, especially I want to see what their corners are going to do, because we all know Muhammad is like that. I want to know if he's going to follow or if he's just going to sit there and be on one side of the field, and it's just going to be whoever, Cornell or Jeremiah Smith. Emeka should have a masterclass game, because I don't believe that they have 3 corners that can go out there and just play with.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in the country has that. But we also have the simple fact of we need to see what the Ohio State's defense is going to do. Ohio State has been bend don't break a lot this season. It's been a lot. It's been a couple times they get less things in the red zone, but they've been getting turnovers. Ohio State, little iffy. I believe a lot of people have been saying in the pass rush. Gabriel, he gets the ball out fast, quick, and I hate the playing 10 yards off. I hate it with a passion. It pisses me off with a passion. We have a D-line like this when we blitz so damn often. We should be playing press.
Yeah.
Which
we just said the ball going to come out fast.
David Abenosa got his first pick of the season because he was playing within the 5-yard range, and they had to get the ball out fast against Iowa. We need to make sure that we're up in their faces. Again, don't get me wrong. Their receivers are good.
Oh, they have too much speed for you to play 10 yards off.
But we need to make sure that we give them enough time as when I say them, Jack, JT, and Tyler Williams, this needs to be their best game of the season. And it doesn't need to be close. So I need to see if that's going to be the thing that we can predict on, because I don't think Oregon's run game is that good.
Oh,
they're not that good. When they're tied for 64th in the nation in rushing yards.
When your quarterback's throwing 50 times a game, you're not really.
And it's not even that. It's the simple fact of they're not able to get that push. We already talked about the offensive line the first couple of weeks. They switched everything up. after that Boise game, and then it's like, okay, they're looking a little bit better, but they still have not been able to do whatever they want, especially against Michigan State. Michigan State was having an okay game. They're not that good at, big-time completions. They're tied for 78th in the country. Still not that great. Tied for 40th in sacks allowed. And listen.
If they're starting to take advantage
exactly. Listen, if they given up 7 sacks already this season, and they've only played Idaho, Boise State, and Michigan State now, listen, I don't think you done played a defensive line like JT and Jack.
Hey, Jack, a couple years ago, was a little about the harp shit I was talking about. When we was at, I'm not going to say the training facility we were at, you told Chuck you want to end up in New York at some point. Keivon, is this not the game? Is this not the season?
It's the game.
Is this not the season for a D lineman to?
Yeah.
Because
nobody's breaking out right now.
This is, we've seen it. Everybody who's at Ohio State's seen it. Y'all barely used JTT and Jack so far this season, keeping them fresh, kind of like the Michigan method from last year. And it's,
they had both good, solid games last week about doing that same thing. So I like I said, I just need to see consistent pressure, even if it's hands up. Like I said, he likes to get the ball out.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's shorter. Mm-hmm. He's left-handed. He wants to get the ball out fast. So I'm saying, swap the ball. Just do it. He likes to do everything fast and make quick decisions. We can't allow him to do that. Mm-hmm. We need to make him hold the ball, tap the ball, and if we can do that, I think we're going to be good. But
easier said than done.
Easier said than done. We haven't played an offense like this all season. Michigan State moved the ball a little bit more than I liked them to. But, we suck. I think that we, like you said last week, second half is going to be really dependent on what we see that first half as far as what Ryan Day, what Jim Knowles sees, and then how quick they can make that adjustment. Because I think that the first half might be a real quick rush of Oregon, like, oh, wait. Oh, we wasn't ready for that. Like, they doing this, they doing that. We haven't played a team like this. That second half adjustment, like you said, I think Ohio State's offense is going to shine way more in the second half than it will be in the first. But then that defense, I think that's when they're going to settle in. And like you, I don't know if it's going to be I think it might be 10. I think it might be 10.
It's 2.
It's 2. I think we're going to get that quick, that last second cover of, we kicked the field goal with 2 minutes, a minute left, and then the game's over.
Ice it, yeah.
So I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a close game throughout. Like I said, those two factors of both offensive and defensive lines, who can create more pressure and who can hold up better, and that's going to decide who's going to win the game.
I feel like, my main reason for thinking it's going to be, I think it's going to be very lopsided most of the game. I don't see Oregon being on the field too often. I see y'all running the ball. This is literally why y'all brought
them too.
Chip Kelly in. Because Chip Kelly's going to be like, oh, no, we're going to run this shit down your throat. Pause. Because I've never seen Chip Kelly do some fucking voodoo.
Yeah, immaculate.
How are you pulling and doing a speed option at the same time? And how are you having an underneath inside zone? How, Chip? Sorry, that's a couple weeks ago. Got a little excited. How do you do that? Why did you think of that? But anyways, Quishon, Trey, 20 carries apiece at the least. Because, oh my gosh, you force this Oregon team to throw? You hey, Jack, JT, Tyleek,
peace.
Go do your thing, bruh. Because even if you do that 50 passes shit that he did against Idaho.
Yeah.
Oh,
sir, he's going to give up one of them.
Sir, what do you think we've been having this rotation for?
Yeah.
You think they're not ready yet?
Yeah.
Oh no, we got this rotation up. Hey, Jack, JT, take a couple plays off.
Yeah, Caden Curry,
Go ahead and get in there.
Go, Mitchell Mellon.
Go get your hands up.
Yeah.
Don't get no dumbass penalties though. No jumping off sides. That shit pisses me the fuck off. Even though I used to do that shit all the time. It doesn't count though. Keep on. 10.5.
I think
9.5.
9.5, I think is what I'm a
10. A 10-point win is only plus 144 for y'all. I don't know what type of odds that was. Maybe the
definitely fried.
Sportsbook I was looking at was fried. I'm not gonna say which one. I don't have I don't have a logo right there. But if somebody wants it, right there. Well, let's go to the opposite. Let's go a little bit south.
Okay.
Coming off a very, very, very tough loss to Minnesota. Keivon, what record did I just tell you about Big Ten teams going across the country?
1-9.
Only one win.
Yeah.
And Penn State's going west.
Yeah.
Very, very far west.
Yes.
You've been to State College.
Yes.
It is very, very east. You don't really get more west than Southern California.
No, you don't. I don't think
Do
you
you? Does Penn State have a chance of upset alert?
I think they do. I think USC definitely has a case. I think that it's a very cool, very small window of the cases that they need. Penn State was a real iffy against West Virginia to start off. I mean, they got saved. I don't think they got saved by the weather delay, but I mean, I think they were going to win the game regardless. But their offense hasn't really showed me that they are really. I mean, Drew Aller's having the best year that he's had so far.
Bars the floor.
Yeah, exactly. But I think what's really going to save them is that running game because USC is just not great against the run. Not that
very
great.
Pac-12.
Yeah. So I mean, they're tied for 87th in the run. Not that great. Especially when you're going up against probably the second best duo of running backs in the Big Ten.
Yep. K-Tron and Singletary.
Exactly. And then, I mean, you're giving up 35th worst total yards per game, and then you're allowing, 18? Not many points, but it's just like you're not playing that great of offenses and you're still getting gashed. It's just not. When you see Minnesota and Michigan back-to-back do the same thing, you don't think that Penn State's going to do the same thing? I mean, let's be honest here.
What's that?
I don't know.
There's a great quote for that. Don't reinvent the fucking wheel.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, you got two guys. You got two guys, careers coming in with over 2,000 yards and over 17 touchdowns for a piece. This game is going to be decided if Penn State decides they want to play defense again. I mean, again, like you said, bars the floor. They are better, way better than last year. I don't think that they're going to be able to have enough in the tank for that. I mean, Penn State, they might be able to jump off quick. USC might be able to jump off quick and be like, hey, listen, y'all got the plane. It's 1 o'clock. Well, it was a 3:30 kickoff game, so I mean, they might
so noon out there.
You know, we're going to see. We're going to see. I think Penn State's going to definitely come out there with a victory, but I think it's going to be – it might be close at first because Penn State doesn't really jump out to these great leads. I think it's going to be the second or the third victory of a team traveling all the way across the country and get a victory. But, yeah, I think it's going to be close within, probably until the third quarter, and then the dam's going to break. I think that's what it's going to be.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a beer drinker. Never have been. I don't think I ever will be. Just got into wine this past weekend.
Penn State to cover, by the way. I got Penn State to cover.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's time for Miller Lite. You don't show us that how good you are against LSU, and then have flashes against Michigan, where you should have beat us. I'm not gonna say that again out loud, bro. They're coming across the country. USC. I'm gonna be honest. USC.
I don't know, man.
USC got it. I'm gonna be honest.
Penn State's defensive line, man, it's baffling. They got probably 2 first-round draft picks on that defensive line. I don't know.
Realistically, how many points do you see Penn State putting up?
I can see anywhere from
if Miller Moss doesn't turn the ball over.
I guess if it's a clean game, I can see anywhere from 24 to 28. And that's just me over there saying I don't think that they're good against the run. I don't see it. I can't see where they're sitting there not allowing Penn State not to push them across the yard and sitting there giving up gashing holes to Singleton and to Allen. It's just Drew Aller, especially if you're sitting there doing that, you gotta live off the play action, and then we already know what them DBs gonna look like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Penn State's receiver is not looking too great now. I mean, when you got Julian Fleming over there as one of your starting receivers, and he's just not looking that great.
He was one of your starting receivers too last year.
Exactly. No, yet he wasn't being used. It's okay, but
damn,
that play action.
Don't go Julian like that.
That play action. Drew Aller over the top. I don't think he's going to have a huge game, but I do think that those two running backs, they might mess around and have the game that you're thinking about Ohio State might have against Oregon. Oh, I think that Penn State's for sure going to have that against USC.
I'm calling it now 24-20 USC.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Keivon, what's been the hit against James Franklin his whole career?
He doesn't win the big ones. But again, if we're going off of that, James Franklin wins the games that he's supposed to win. If that's the case. He wins the game that he's favored in. He doesn't win the games that he's either equal footing or he's supposed to be like, the underdog. The two teams that he doesn't beat, I mean, listen, they're 28-0 against Big Ten teams not named Michigan and Ohio State. I'm just saying, the man does what he's supposed to do. If you sit there and telling me that you think James Franklin is supposed to be on the same caliber as Jim Harbaugh and Ryan Day, then that's just your fault of being mistaken. I don't think he is.
24-20. Lock it in now. Put
All
a little dollar on that. A little spring. That's literally a sprinkle.
I think Ohio State was going to have 2 top 3 wins on their resume. 2 top 3 wins.
Yeah, there is no way in hell Penn State can get to the top 5, bro. There is a.
If they win this game, Ohio State plays them in 2 weeks. If you think that Penn State is not going to be in the top 3 in 2 weeks with a victory against USC after already beating Oregon, I'm just saying they're going to move. They're what, number 4?
The number 4, so they move up, right?
Move up.
You think Alabama beating Tennessee or Tennessee beating Alabama? I think
I don't think that's
going
going to
catapult.
I don't think that's.
I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of SEC
bias for sure.
Oh, I was going to say a more explicit word, but yeah, let's keep it PG. We're a family show. Our mom watches this.
I'm not a family show. It's not a family show. But it's okay.
And lastly, Keivon, Colorado.
Yeah.
We've refrained from talking about them
Yes.
because a lot of people do this with Notre Dame and Miami. Hey, they gotta show us something before we talk about them.
Yes.
And this is the weekend to do it. I mean, you're playing Kansas State, who could possibly be the Big 12 champ. Colorado's defense has gotten way better. Didn't think that was possible. I mean, the bar was in hell.
Yeah.
If Colorado wins tomorrow, well, shit, it's Thursday. If Colorado wins on Saturday, should we be looking at them as the Big 12 favorites?
I think that depends on what BYU does this weekend. Mm-hmm.
It's a very feisty Arizona team.
BYU has a feisty Arizona team that you picked to win the Big 12.
They still got it.
Iowa State's still undefeated. Mm-hmm. But Colorado is definitely going to boost their odds, in my eyes, as far as if this defense keeps playing the way it does. I don't care if they win this game 10-7. I don't care if they win this game 7-0. I don't care if they win this game 3-0. If they can win this game with the defense playing good, I'm here to tell you, I got Colorado winning the Big 12. Because listen,
the schedule lightning
it's not even the schedule. It's the fact that I'm never going to be worried about Shedeur Sanders and this receiving core that they have in the Big 12. Big 12, we always known since when we started watching football, it's offensive firepower everywhere. I mean, outside of Utah, where they come in with defense, who else is out here playing defense like this? Colorado, they have one of the best corners in the nation, if not the best. They have a defensive line that's getting after it now that we probably did not. We didn't. I'm talking about like you said, the bar was in hell. It was in hell, so they didn't have to do too much. But what we've seen after that Nebraska game, we've seen marginal improvement. It was actually in the Nebraska game that we saw the improvement.
The second half
of it was just they weren't really able to move the ball like that. And then the difference I seen, maybe it was Joe Klatt that said this, or it was maybe Josh Pate. It was the fact that they started running.
Joe Klatt said it.
Yeah, Joe Klatt. They put that tight end in there, and now they're able to run zone now.
Yeah.
Now they're able to run gap scheme.
Yeah,
now
you're 6 on 6
exactly.
now.
You're able to truly be able to either go against a sack box and you can sit there and you can spread that receiving core out, or you can shred in the run. So I'm not saying that Colorado's run game is immaculate by any stretch of the imagination, but it needs to be something to where Shedeur can not have all the pressure on himself. Because again, like I said, Shedeur, I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, he's gonna
be fine.
In the words of Michael Coleman, he's gonna consistently perform.
He's gonna be fine. But if this defense keeps playing like this, I do have Utah on a parlay.
Oh, Utah's cooked, brother.
Yeah, it is pretty cooked, but I still have faith. But it might be shaking a little bit if this Colorado defense keeps playing like this. So yeah, I got Colorado getting this victory against Kansas State
at the crib.
At the crib.
That bitch is gonna be rocking.
Yeah.
Stadium pause. Woo!
Yeah.
Cause boy, oh boy. First of all, I don't know how Colorado's not ranked again.
I don't know.
That is literal blasphemy.
Yeah.
There's no reason for Missouri to be ranked, but Colorado loses at Nebraska because I don't know who the hell was going to beat Nebraska that night.
Yeah.
Like
not first night game. Yeah,
not
yeah.
Dylan Raiola's first night game.
Nah.
Where the whole state has hope again.
Not even that.
Like hell no.
All eyes on them too.
Like hell no.
Yeah.
There's not. I don't know. Shit. 8 teams that would have beat Nebraska that night. I mean, outside of Ohio State, Georgia, Texas.
Yeah, they were rocking that night.
Those are the only 3 teams I can definitively say, oh yeah, they would have beat Nebraska that night. I mean, what did you expect? And for them to, they escaped Baylor.
Yeah.
But beat the dog shit out of UCF. Mm-hmm. You beat number 18. And I don't know if you know this or not. They got a pretty light ass schedule. They got Arizona,
it'll be a shootout.
Who is very good. They are a very good team. Arizona, I still believe in you.
You're swap.
You can still make the playoff. Please don't fuck me over.
Doubt it, but
they play Cincinnati.
It should be a win.
Get the fuck serious. But they're at Lubbock, Texas Tech.
I know how that gets. As long as it's not a night game.
They play Utah, who still might not have Cam Rising. No one knows what this Cam Rising situation is. R.I.P. to your parlay. Kansas, who's dog shit. Jalen Daniels, you are shitty. You broke my heart. And then ended with Oak State, who can't run the ball for shit, and that's kind of Colorado's biggest problem.
Yeah.
You telling me they don't at least finish
their odds
10-2?
Their odds are definitely boosted. Their odds are definitely boosted since the beginning.
Colorado, y'all win this one. I'm not saying it's the hype train, because hype means that it's not real. I will be a believer. I will be, boom. Colorado's a contender for the Big 12. Colorado's a contender for the playoff. Because who else but Prime, baby? We're talking about top flight quarterbacks. Shedeur. Also, Colorado money line, calling it now. You're talking about quarterbacks who got that. Slang that motherfucker now. Keivon Quinn Ewers is coming back from injury.
Yes.
Arch Manning is playing pretty good football.
Yes.
Weird things happen in rivalry games.
Yes.
How long of a leash would you give Quinn Ewers against Oklahoma? Because we've seen starters get benched in this rivalry. Shout out to Caleb Williams coming in for Spencer Rattler.
I don't think that you're saying how long the leash is. I don't think Quinn is on the leash. I think that legitimately, unless this man comes out here and throws 5 interceptions, which I highly doubt, I think this is regardless going to be.
Even if he comes out looking rusty, throws a pick early,
you're fine. Only because Oklahoma's offense is
will not move the ball.
Self-destructible.
Oh, yes.
I think Texas wins this game even if Quinn Ewers throws 3 interceptions. That's how big of a margin I think that this gap
Keivon,
is.
why are all these bars in hell today?
I'm just saying, Oklahoma's offense, when I sat there and watched them play football, listen, it disgusts me that I had to sit there and watch them play against Tennessee. It disgusted me. I had to watch them play Auburn. They literally were handed the victory. They were literally handed the victory. It was on some Tennessee, Chicago Bears stuff. And it's just like, I don't think there's nothing that he can do that can deserve a benching at this point. Only because, like I said, Quinn, I don't think Arch. I think if he puts Arch in right now,
You can't go back.
you cannot go back. And I don't think that he believes that Arch is ready to make the type of jump that he's going to have to make to win not only a SEC title, but a national title.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, and let it be known, if Quinn gets benched, he's in that transfer portal for sure.
Michigan?
He will be in that transfer
Michigan,
portal
please.
for sure.
We got $3 million for you.
Don't know if he's going to Michigan.
We got $3 million for you.
He already called y'all the team.
I
North
don't give a damn. I got a
He already
short-term
gave y'all
memory. You're a quarterback.
Yeah.
Short-term memory. Yeah, get that out your head.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam.
But I tell you, he probably he might end up in USC at USC. That's probably where he would end up.
No.
Probably where he would end up.
Please, no.
But that's besides the point.
That's fucking
I can see a USC or LSU thing coming on if he ever
Michigan?
did. No. So I think you have to keep that in mind. Like you're not about to sit there and bench him knowing that he's played less than 4 games. He's played 4 games or less than 4 games.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to keep that in mind. And I mean, you're not expecting a man to come into a rivalry game off an AC joint injury and just expect him to be not, working out some kinks. I mean, you're going to sit there. He's not going to be perfect now. I mean, you are playing. OU's defense is solid. They're solid. They're pretty good. They got wins right now, so they pretty good.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, you got to think like, all right, we're going to. Sarkisian's gonna get him in some rhythm. We gotta get him right because they got a stretch now after this game. They got
Georgia coming out now.
They got a little stretch, so they got. All right, now Quinn, you gonna throw them picks now? Throw them picks now because if you throw it against Georgia, then it's gonna be looking like all right now. Come holler at me.
Hey Manny, Manny Cast gonna be on this game right here.
So, I think, like I said, the margins of. I mean, they got the line at what, 14.5 right now, 15.5?
Yeah. I don't think they cover personally.
It's a rivalry game. I don't know about that much, but I do think that they can cover.
I think they won much possessions, but I don't think they cover 7. I think it was it's at 15 or 17. It's something crazy.
I think if it's anything over.
Yeah, 14.5.
12.5, I'll take. I'll take 12.5.
Yeah, because
I'll take 12.5.
Like 3 possessions in a rivalry game.
Listen,
I don't give a damn how shitty you are.
You're saying that now, and then you're gonna go out there and watch Jackson Arnold or whoever the hell's that quarterback for Oklahoma, and you're gonna see them 3 picks.
Yeah,
but
he better than fucking Dylan Gabriel. Like, what the fuck did y'all see during practice?
No, that offensive coordinator must be punch drunk.
Ass.
Punch drunk.
Ass.
Probably saw the same thing that Michigan saw against Alex Orton. Oh, my bad.
It's a bye week, bro.
Oh, it's okay.
When we take a bye week from hating on my boys?
That's probably the best thing.
When we take a bye from hating on my boys?
Probably the best thing that's ever happened to y'all this season. Y'all got a bye. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's that fucking mean-ass shit. We'll be back after a break, but like, what the fuck? I mean, we got some NFL talk, and we got your fortune teller shit, but like, what you got? What catch the strays for? Welcome back in Through the Whistle, episode 11. Keivon.
Yes.
It's time to talk about the NFL, a place where a lot of these players who we just talked about to end up. Shout out to Shadur, Quinn, Jeremiah Smith, all first-round picks. Shout out to them.
Yes.
There was a benching this week.
Yes.
And there was also a firing of Robert Saleh,
yeah,
which was stupid. They must think, I think he watched the pod and was like, oh, I got to deflect this blame. So let's fire, Robert Saleh. Aaron Rodgers, you're a bitch. Like, what are you talking about? He said he's going to fire the OC who can't move the ball with a great, receiver. So you're salty because so we told him to get fired? No, you sound like a bitch. Sorry. Family show. Not really. We're not. This is YouTube for a reason. Anyways, Keivon. The Drake May era is in New England.
It has begun.
It has begun. I don't know why they started this week, because boy, oh boy, starting this first game against the Texans.
Rough.
Keivon, what do you think? What are your expectations?
A loss.
I mean, this overall. Can he save the season?
No.
May the force be with him.
No. And no. You're putting this man. First of all, I really hope that this is not another Jordan Palmer situation to where you're putting him behind a second string offensive line. They got 3 people hurt already.
Yeah.
And you're playing against Will Anderson and Hunter.
Neil is on one. Wait, freaking number. I can't think of his name right now. I'm so sorry. Number 0. Their middle linebacker who just blitzes damn near every play and gets a sack damn near every play.
I'm just confused on. You watch Josh Allen just do what he just did against the Texans, and then you saw him get his head smashed against the turf and woke up a little woozy. We saw the man go to sleep.
Had to take some smelling salt to wake back up.
We saw the man go to sleep, and they put him back in the game. NFL, that was probably the wrong choice.
Yeah, we just saw.
Just saying.
We forget.
But that happened with the Bills. What do we really expect for Drake May? I mean, you could have at least put the man in the London game against the Jaguars, whose pass defense is mid. But you do this against the Texans. Why? What? For what reason? I'm confused.
I mean, you could have did it last week against the motherfucking Dolphins.
It's sickening. I get it. I get it. You don't want to lose the locker room or whatever. I don't know. But Jacoby Brissett was supposed to be here to teach him how to do it.
Yeah.
You teach him how to play this game. Teach him how to study the tape, how to sit there and do all the audibles, all the calls and stuff like that. And yet, you telling me that instead of putting me in against Trevor Lawrence and the bum-old Jacksonville Jaguars, you want me to go play against C.J. Stroud and the Texans, who look like they're trying to be on a playoff run this year?
Who caught that?
I mean, we all know.
Who called AFC champs?
I don't know if they're going to be AFC champs now. There's another 5. There's an undefeated team in the AFC right now. I don't know what if you punch drunk or whatever. But I don't understand it. I don't understand the reasoning. I mean, if you thought this man was good enough to take his spot in week 5 after seeing that, what makes you think that he wasn't good enough to start the entire season? I don't get it. You didn't want to put him behind the offensive line when it was perfectly healthy, but you want to put him behind the offensive line that's disintegrated?
Keivon, I know this is not a 4-letter. This is not one of that 4-letter network for sports talk shows. I promise you, I'm not trolling right now. I'm not gonna lie. Drake May's not gonna turn this motherfucking season around. I'm not saying they're gonna be a playoff team. I mean, they fuck around and can't because AFC East is dog shit. No one wants to win. I mean, this defense is gonna keep the game close.
I mean, the
defense is gonna keep the game close
right.
now.
The defense is cool.
They only lost by 3 against the Seahawks. The Jets game.
Well, I just hope the Seahawks lose to the Giants.
Hey,
listen.
was your Cowboys?
No.
Was your Cowboys not in a dogfight? It came down to the last possession. We could have scored and won.
Just saying.
I mean, let's not play about these Giants now. You know what? I've taken a year off of this Giants fandom. I'm out in Houston in the mix, like Lil Baby said. But anyways, the Dolphins only beat the Patriots by 5. I understand they're playing the Texans this week. Diggs finds a way to fucking go crazy against the fucking Patriots. I mean, he goes like every time. I think it's the Bills in them. Next 3 games after that, They play the Jaguars. They play the Jets. They play the Titans. You tell me they can't go 3-4 in that stretch? You tell me they can't go 3-4?
I think they're going to lose to the Jets. But
How many points do you see the Jets realistically putting on them?
I can see a solid 20. I can see a solid 20.
You're telling me
I mean, they just beat them. They're not too long ago.
24-3. That's with no offense. That's with Jacoby Brissett being 12-18 with only 98 yards. 98. Fucking 98 yards. That's less than the length of
Hey, the
fucking
Jets
football
defense
field.
is solid. Just saying.
Keivon,
I'm
not saying they're going to win the division. Noah,
6 games.
Tippett, I'm not saying they're going to win the division.
6 games.
I
Max.
mean, is that not way more than they would with
6
Jacoby
games,
Brissett?
Max. I think this season was for a tank. I mean,
Keivon, I promise. Okay, they're not going to win this week, like I said. But they'll fuck around the cover. You know, it's a 7-point spread. You know, Houston does not like covering the fucking
they
spread.
don't. They do not.
Oh my God, they're horrible ATS. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But let's not act like the Patriots haven't done crazier things.
Yes.
I mean, their only wins against a 1-4 Bengals team, but you know, well, that's neither here nor there.
Yes.
But Keivon, they're gonna. If he can just put up 20 points, if he can put up 17 points,
It's rough. It's rough.
I mean, why not?
It's rough.
Why not us?
That's rough. That's rough.
Why not?
With the weapons they got, that's rough.
You know what else is rough? Pause. Whoa, that's something. That's something crazy.
No immunity. No immunity.
That's
This is what?
Thursday night football. We don't usually talk about Thursday night football.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a quick turnaround from to tonight. You know, just in case we don't get done editing and shit. You know, it's a lot backs against the wall. This little fake wall we got. By the way, guys, this is a real TV, but the wall is very fake.
It's not fake.
I would touch it to make sure, but I'm not going to.
Pause.
Damn, I'm over 2 right now.
You're like
But-
4.
Keivon, your team, one of your possible teams.
The Niners.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's show the dad
been
shit
struggling.
team, the 49ers.
They've been struggling. Ever since I told them they were on one of my possible teams, they've been
I think
been cheese.
you're the problem. 2-3 versus 3-2. You know, they lose this game, they're stuck at number 3 in the division. I think. Must win. Must win.
I think it is most definitely a must-win for the Niners. Seattle's playing with house money right now. This is a game that they need to sit there and look themselves in the mirror, because when you sit there and lose to the Cardinals like how you did, when you sit there and, well, first of all, is their kicker back? I mean,
I don't think Moody is back this week.
Yikes.
Moody,
That's-
you Michigan legend.
that's
We
rough.
love you.
That's rough.
Shout out to Coach Moody, man. Coach Moody, be safe out there in Cuba. Much love.
It's a must-win for them. They need to. Brock Purdy needs to show that he's not,
A pumpkin.
Yeah, because he's been tweaking. He's been tweaking. You know, Christian McCaffrey ain't here. People done ran around with their heads cut off like a chicken. It's insane. The picks are getting out of hand. The turnovers are getting out of hand.
This is the very. Hold on, I'm sorry. So the picks are a problem with him, but your boy can throw 6 in the season.
Listen, they're undefeated. When
I
the
digress.
49ers defense is not looking good. They're not looking too good.
Not at all. I saw that Fred and Nick.
It's gonna be a rough game. Seattle always gives them a game.
Yeah,
Always gives them a game. Gino, I think he's gonna have a big day.
and they're
But
pissed. They are pissed tonight.
do I want to see my Niners win? My Niners?
Whoa, hold on now.
My Niners? Do I want to see them win?
Commitment?
I don't commit.
Wait, whoa, that's not a good thing. That's not a good quality. Commit to these bum ass Cowboys for 20, 35
That
years?
scarred me. I do think that the Niners definitely need this win, but I think that Seattle's going to definitely cover the spread.
Oh, you are such a.
Cover the spread.
I mean, Look, during our little short break, me and Keivon discussed. You know, we talk a little bit. I know it'd be like 10 seconds on there, but we maybe like about 2-3 minutes. There's been at least 3 underdogs who have won outright this year. Each week, 3 underdogs at the least. Keivon, you was talking hot shit. You said the Seahawks.
They don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck? What? You about to gaslight me?
Listen, I said cover spread.
Oh, it's 3.5. Short week in Seattle.
Not as one by a field goal, maybe, possibly. Who knows?
What the fuck? You just threw me under the bus like that?
Who knows?
Motherfuckers ain't shit. But Keivon, viewers at home, when I edit this, you will see the picture. Keivon, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the picture. That's been circulating around the group chats. New segment we have called Keivon the Fortune.
That's crazy.
Keivon the Fortune Teller.
That is wild.
We did.
My face
with
on this man's body is a little wild.
I mean, you can put on a wizard cape if you want. We can make that happen. You know what?
Could I at least put me like with the Harry Potter stuff? I don't know.
Viewers. I mean, we're averaging at least 100 viewers an episode, which we are extremely thankful for. I appreciate you guys for watching and being consistent. If y'all want Keivon, y'all want us to do a costume show. You know, Halloween's coming up. Y'all want us to do a costume show? Let's get this motherfucker at 100 comments, 100 likes. You know, y'all see how I pulled through. I'm a man of my word. $100 went out to Call Me Hey, and then our boy Dylan. The Venmo name was crazy, but you know, it's Dylan. That's his go-to. But back to the news segment called Fortune Teller? Keivon the Fortune Teller? That's so Raven? So Keivon, first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In the words of Triple H, are you ready?
Pause. Ready.
Ashton Genty. A lot of people's top 2 for Heisman.
Yes.
Will he break either of Barry Sanders' single season records of rushing yards with 2,628 yards and 37 touchdowns, or 37 touchdowns? Mind you, Ashton Genty's at 1,000 yards through 5 games. He's also had 16 touchdowns through those 5 games.
God damn.
Barry had 344 carries that season. Ashton's only at 95. Keivon,
God damn.
does Ashton Genty break either of those single season records that have been told to be untouchable?
I believe that Ashton Genty does actually break the record.
Which one?
The rushing record will be in his hands. In the last game of the season, he will see what they have, and he will break it with this Group of 5 schedule. I think that's what they're working for, trying to get him to the Heisman race.
I don't know they're working for it, Keivon. They done benched the man at halftime twice.
That's very valid. But the man is out here getting whatever he can. He's getting the 200 yards within the first half.
Yeah.
So, I do think that we will have a new record holder.
For which one? Touchdowns or
For
both?
the rushing yards. I don't think that he'll get the touchdowns. 16 is wild.
20, but getting 21 over, 7 games is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy work.
I mean, that's 3 a game. I mean, shit. We still had fucking player prop bets.
Listen.
Imagine having to put $100 on a fucking +3.
Hey, listen. He'll be the first half. He'll be the first half king of touchdowns.
What, -500?
Hey, listen. You better get
A win is a win?
A win is a dub. A dub
win
is a
win?
dub.
I mean, come on.
Listen, they got UNLV. Hey. He's going to have to get the carry. He's going to have to get the buttload.
Got to.
He's going to have to get the buttload of carries against UNLV. They probably play them twice in the championship as well later on in the year. They got San Diego State. Should be force fed. I think he gets it.
I mean, it's all up to the coaches. Because honestly, he could damn near be at it right now. He could have 1,700 yards. That Portland game, insane. Yeah. This game is past Saturday. I mean, we all saw his touchdown.
They got Hawaii this week.
Oh, my God.
They got Hawaii this week.
See? Will he even play the whole game? That's the problem.
They want that. I think once they get closer to that Heisman, they're going to be like, oh, no, we need to.
Yeah.
But listen. We didn't say.
Yeah, push the agenda.
We didn't say that. Push the agenda. We didn't say that had to come. The record had to come in the actual regular season. We said the season. We got 14 games.
Whoa.
We got 14 games.
So you think he's gonna break the rushing record? Come on, does he win the Heisman?
No.
So you think he can break a untouchable record and still won't win the Heisman?
I think that the record gets broken after the Heisman is over.
So you think it happens in the bowl game? So, and possibly a playoff game?
I believe that because they say that the record, I mean not the record, but the
voting.
The voting is done before
the
actual
thing ever.
conference championship, which means that it'll only be his 12-game sample size. I don't think he'll break it in 12 games. I think 13, 14 will be the time that he actually gets in the fold of trying to break that record. I think he does it.
I mean, shit, Keivon, that's a lot of yards. Next question. We're talking about breaking records. Records are meant to be broken. Some of them are. LeBron's record of all-time scoring will never be broken. Shout out to the GOAT. The king, the GOAT. But who cares about basketball right now? It's football season. Who cares about that soft-ass sport? Anyways, who's more likely to, I'm not going to say break, to tie Michael Crabtree's freshman record of 22 receiving touchdowns? Ryan Williams or Jeremiah Smith?
Yikes.
Keivon, read your orb, your magic 8-ball, whatever. Which one do you think? Who do you think has the better chance?
So
they both have 6 touchdowns right now receiving.
Both have 6 touchdowns.
Yes.
I think, thinking about what these two teams have to face.
Yes.
Alabama is more than likely going to be able to be on the football field a lot longer than Ohio State will.
And
Ohio State does not, well, they will more than likely have to bench their player, not have to, but they will more than likely bench their players throughout the third and fourth quarters and all but maybe probably 3 games.
And
Alabama, obviously, we know that they have to be in shootouts to win games. Their defense is god-awful. And that their games against the SEC are going to be needed for Ryan Williams to have these not record-breaking, but these type of games.
And what else, Keivon? Ryan's not having to share that ball. Jeremiah is. So go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. You know, this is an unbreakable record. This is one of those unbreakable records. You know, we still talk about Michael Crabtree's freshman season. Keivon, go ahead and say it.
He had how many touchdowns?
22, which is insane.
I don't think that he's going to. I don't think he's going to get 22 now. That's a big
But who's
number.
more likely to tie it, Keivon?
I think that Ryan is definitely more likely to tie it.
Yes. Keivon, if he ties it, will you say Jeremiah's not?
I also think that Ryan Day, if I believe that if Ryan Day saw that Jeremiah was close enough to break the record, I believe that he would try it. Also, we also have to include this. I think Ohio State goes further than Alabama in the playoff. So
you in this fucking roundabout ass shit.
Listen,
bro.
we're not talking about regular season only. You're not talking about regular season only. So we're talking about
16 games.
Possibly 16 games for Jeremiah Smith to get a touchdown, and maybe a touchdown and a half, and you can get 2 touchdowns.
We need 2 touchdowns a game.
Probably about
At
2
the
touchdowns.
least.
I mean,
a little bit more than that, but science.
You can get Penn State is not always. I mean, we've seen Penn State give up touchdowns, so then I can see him get 1 touchdown there, 2 against Nebraska, 1 against Oregon, and then get 3 against Purdue. I mean, are we talking about just only receiving touchdowns, or are we talking about touchdowns period? Or receiving touchdowns only? Okay, because I think Jeremiah has 2 rushing?
1
rushing? Okay. So you got to think. I mean, you got Purdue, that could be an easy 3. Northwestern, that could be an easy 3 right there.
Keivon, which one is more likely? Keivon, just say it. Just say his name.
I think Ryan.
Thank you.
But?
No, there is no buts.
Jeremiah?
Pause.
is definitely.
We're not king of diamonds, no buts.
Listen, I think he can. I think he can get close to it as well.
Last solely college question. Over under 4.5 SEC teams in the playoff. Mind you, we have Ole Miss, we have Georgia, we have Alabama, we have Texas. And Texas A&M's right there saying hello.
So, I know for a fact.
In Tennessee, that's 6.
I know for a fact that the SEC will, for a fact, have 2 within the playoff. More than likely, it'll be Texas. I believe that Georgia will get in there as well. Tennessee, I can see in that playoff.
Did you mean this the right?
I did. Now the question is,
They have 5
Bama?
in the top 10 right now.
Bama, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss.
LSU is also in the mix. 7 in the top 15.
LSU and Ole Miss are going to play this weekend. That's going to be a tough matchup, especially if Ole Miss doesn't have their top receiver. I am hoping that Ole Miss gets this victory, or I will have to hear Naquan Williams' mouth the entire weekend. So Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, make sure you get this mess done. I will be putting you on my parlay.
So, Keivon, what is your answer? There's 9 in the top 25, which is fucking insane, Jesus.
I will take the under. I think it'll be 4.
Hot take.
I think it'll be 4.
Who are the 4?
I think it'll be Texas,
Texas and Georgia.
Georgia, Tennessee.
Tennessee beats Alabama.
I do believe so. But
They lose to Georgia, I'm guessing.
I do think Bama will sneak back in there because of their win to Georgia. I think they'll be Ole Miss. And I think that will be their sneaky way to get in the playoff. They'll be Ole Miss and LSU, and they'll be in the playoff hunt. And they'll be maybe the 11th team or the 10th team in there.
Wow.
Heat.
Let's go to the NFL. Keivon, what is more likely? I wish I knew how to do fucking AI shit. Just like put a fucking orb right there. That'd been turned. Be like Baba from fucking Dragon Ball Z. Hey, Sparking Zero comes out tonight. Y'all will not see me. We might not have a Monday show. I'll be too busy playing that. Probably.
No free ads.
No free ads, but shit, I love me some Dragon Ball Z. Keivon, what's more likely to happen? The Giants making the playoffs,
Oh, boy.
or the NFC North getting all 4 teams into the playoff?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's a doozy, isn't it?
And honestly,
Don't you, Keivon?
Keivon,
Go ahead and say it. Give Mr. Flowers.
I think all 4 teams have a better chance to making the playoffs than the Giants. Chicago's schedule is pretty pathetic right now. They're off to a great start. Green Bay, I think we all believe, is going to turn it up a little bit. The Lions, they're continuing the success. Yeah, exactly. They're continuing
But
the success.
shit, Keivon.
Continuing the success that they've had, and the Vikings are undefeated. So, we're going to talk about Daniel Jones? Or we're going to talk about...
I'm sorry to say we. But, I still fuck with my boys. I want us to tank. I want Quinn. I want Shadur. But it's like, Keivon, we got the Bengals this week. This is very winnable for our D-line. League Neighbors plays. We can beat the fucking Bengals. We got the Eagles. We beat the Eagles. We can get Sirianni fired. We beat them the last game of the season last year. We got the Steelers. Justin Fields looks mid as fuck.
that defensive line is also looking great.
Commanders. We held them to no touchdowns when we played them.
That's a top 10 in sacks on thing.
We got the Panthers. Yeah. Ass. Buccaneers. Nah. Keep on we got a chance now.
I ain't say y'all don't have a chance, but I also have to say this. The old cowboy in me cannot allow anything Giants related to even be brought up. Y'all suck. Period. cloudy judgment.
Okay, last question. What the fuck is this question doing in here? I don't know who wrote this bit. I don't know who wrote this motherfucker, but fuck y'all. I think it was myself. But don't think about that. Who finishes with more losses? The Kansas City Chiefs or Michigan? Regular season, obviously.
Listen, Kansas City's basically been through the roughest part of their schedule already. You know, they only thing, I mean, tough games was, I mean, you're looking at the Bills who have been struggling.
They played Texans.
But the Texans still.
Yes. Chargers.
Chargers are going to be solid.
Denver's better than motherfuckers.
Denver's defense is definitely a lot better, but the offense is still not that great. But when we look at Michigan, already with two L's.
Yes.
You got Illinois still.
Fuck.
You got Ohio State still.
Fuck.
You got Oregon still.
Keivon, you don't have to be a hater. You don't get paid to be hating. You're not Steve. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that name.
I think we all know the answer here.
Kansas City Chiefs are more likely to have more losses.
The Michigan Wolverines are more likely
This is the most hating shit I have ever seen.
to have more losses than the Kansas City Chiefs.
Pat Mahomes has 6 interceptions, 6 touchdowns.
And they're 5-0.
So what do you think the Chiefs' record's about to be?
I think that is going to be better than the 5 losses that Michigan will have.
You got the Chiefs going, what, 13-4?
Listen, it's possible. It's possible. Because if we're going to sit here and talk about Michigan, 6-6. Listen. Hey now. We got Illinois. We sleeping past this Michigan State game now. I don't know. And then we also got to think about Indiana.
Okay.
Indiana.
Okay. I'm about to take Keivon into the mental facility. Thank you for tuning in to episode 11. I'm not doing this today.
Undefeated.
Put the damn magic orb away.
Undefeated.
Fortune teller Keivon's cut off the list for the rest of the fucking season. That was rude. It's fucked up.
Just saying.
Fuck. But that concludes episode 11 through the whistle. You know, we'll be back on Monday, hopefully, after I get done whipping Keivon's ass with. Oh, whoa. Time out. I have one more question. I have a very, very important question right here. My people who watch anime. This is for y'all. Keivon, what's more likely to happen first? Boruto ending or One Piece ending?
One Piece is never going. They're going to be alive until we die.
All right, that really concludes episode 11 of Through the Whistle. We'll be back on Monday, talk about a crazy weekend of college football, hopefully some winners on this Sunday. Continue my perfect week, my perfect picks. But once again, shout out to Trench Work Apparel for the apparel, obviously. Will be in the description. Or fuck it, I'll put it right there in the lower third. But we will be back after I whoop Keivon's ass in Sparking Zero this weekend. Episode 11 Through the Whistle. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. You're out of here. Oh, this is the best one.